Hey parents, and happy Friday. It has been a crazy Friday here, so I hope your day is going well and you're looking forward to the weekend. I wanted to get you caught up real quick on what we've been doing this week in language arts and social studies. So we started our author study unit, which has been great. Each of the students chose an author that they want to read multiple books by that author. So hopefully your kiddo picked out one or two. I know some of you had to go to the library or get on Amazon to find some books. So thank you for that, because now your student is ready to tackle this unit for the rest of the month. That's kind of the duration of the unit. So we did some lessons just talking about major characters, minor characters, and then next week we'll get more into that author's craft part and like how does the author kind of manipulate us as the reader and make us do certain things as readers. We are also still reading Drums, Girls, and Dangerous Pie by Jordan Sonnenblick. The kids are loving this book, and some of them even chose Jordan as their author for the author study unit, which I think is so cool. So we are a little less than halfway through the book. We will have a quiz after chapter 10, which is halfway, and then we'll do a second quiz at the end of the book. Our mentor text that we're using for the author study mini lessons comes from this book called Flying Lessons and Other Stories. It's actually a collection of short stories by a lot of really famous young adult authors. So we've been reading this as well as this in class. Social studies. So we started our economics unit this week, and economics for sixth grade social studies is a lot of global economics. So we started talking a lot about the Human Development Index, which is what the United Nations uses to rank countries as being developed countries or still developing. Those are more of our third world countries. And also there are emerging countries, which are kind of getting there in terms of economic development. So we talked a lot about that this week and the different data points that economists will use in order to come up with those rankings. We also talked about how global economics can affect trade, whether it's a trade surplus or a trade deficit. So we had some really awesome conversations around this. And then today we actually got to look at a video about the Human Development Index and how that is created, and also a map. So we colored the map based on if countries were highly developed or not. And then we were able to see trends based on the colors we assigned on the map as to where those countries are located and like why is that happening in certain parts of the world. So it was really eye-opening and just something that I don't think these kids have ever been fully exposed to. So it was really fun to have those conversations. And it's in a lot of our news right now too anyways. So it's been really fun to talk about. Couple things. First, you're going to see a blurb in the email about the art show that's coming up. Please check that out. I'm so excited that this is coming back. Due to COVID, it's been on hold for 2 years. So I know Mrs. Tucker is working really hard and pretty much turning the building into an art gallery. So please check that out if you're able to. There's another blurb in there about school pictures. So today has been a little crazy because all students were photographed for individual spring photos, which is something we haven't typically done before. And then we also did the group class photos. If you still want to order the group class photo, you have to contact the company, which is HR Imaging, and I've got their contact info in the email so that you can do that. If you want to order the individual photo of just your child got a little card. It's about this big, and it gives you directions on how to log in, and like you have a special code or key that you need to put in so that you can access your child's photos when they become available. So it got a little confusing today. So if you have questions, please shoot me an email, but hopefully that helps. Student shout outs. We have 2 student shout outs this week. So in first period, it goes to Ruby Lechuga. She is an awesome classroom helper, and she always keeps the room neat and tidy for me at the end of the day. So I appreciate her for that. And then in the second block, it goes to Atticus Butcher. He's always focused. He gets everything done, and I'm just really proud of him for staying on task. That's all I have. It's Masters weekend, so I'm going to be watching golf. Otherwise, I hope you have a great weekend and stay well.